I'm Sarah Woodbury, and I'm here today at Kidwelly Castle. Kidwelly Castle was built by the Normans in the 12th century. It was built above the river Gwenllian and the town of Kidwelly. Today it consists of a square inner bailey defended by 4 round towers. It is further protected by a semicircular outer curtain wall on the landward side, with a massive gatehouse next to the river. A jutting tower protects the riverside walls, making the castle an impenetrable fortress. You might have seen Kidwelly Castle in the opening scene of Monty Python and the Holy Grail, but it had a long history before that. Kidwelly Castle in particular was built by the Normans to counter the power of the kings of Deheubarth. Initially, it was a motte and bailey castle, meaning it was built in wood on top of a man-made hill and surrounded by a wooden palisade. In the early 12th century, the castle was converted to stone. Few castles are a better example of Welsh resistance to Norman rule than Kidwelly Castle. So Deheubarth is a kingdom in South and West Wales. It was started in the 900s by Hywel Dda, who is also the founder of their law codes. Now, some scholars claim that Deheubarth fell irretrievably to the Normans in 1093, but that really isn't the way the Welsh might see it. In particular, the rule of the kings of Deheubarth of the 12th century is characterized by conflict with the Normans. That began with a king named Griffith and then a series of sons, Anaraud, Cadash, Meredith, and Rhys, each of whom at one time led their people against the Normans. In January of 1136, the Welsh were in full revolt. They took Gower Castle and defeated the Normans at the Battle of Llwchwr. With these victories, the king of Deheubarth, Griffith, who was married to Gwenllian, daughter of the king of Gwynedd, went to Gwynedd to elicit support from her family for the war. While he was gone, the Normans attacked. It's at Kidwelly where Gwenllian, the queen of Deheubarth and a daughter of the king of Gwynedd, led her troops into battle against the Normans. She was captured and hanged. When her husband and brothers heard of her death, they then marshaled a huge army to take on the Normans in South Wales and took back essentially all of Deheubarth from them. To this day, she is remembered as a Welsh folk hero. The field behind me is still called Maes Gwenllian, or Gwenllian's Field. It took another 20 years for Kidwelly Castle itself, however, to finally fall under the rule of the Welsh. In 1159, it was attacked and taken by Gwenllian's sole surviving son, the Lord Rhys, now ruler of Deheubarth. He rebuilt the castle, but after his death, the Normans took it back. In 1231, the castle was captured and razed by Llywelyn Fawr, but after his death, it was rebuilt by the Chaworth family, who are responsible for much of what the castle looks like today. Though the current Great Gatehouse took a century to build, it was finished in time to successfully hold off Owain Glyndŵr, who captured the town and besieged the castle in 1403. The castle was able to hold out until forces arrived to relieve the garrison. The Welsh lord Rhys ap Thomas owned the castle in the 15th century. Having supported Henry Tudor's claim to the throne of England, Rhys was responsible for the death of Richard III at the Battle of Bosworth Field. For his loyalty, he was knighted on the spot and appointed Governor of Wales. By the 1600s, the castle was described as being in a ruinous state, which may be why it escaped being slighted in the English Civil War, and thus is more completely preserved than many castles of its age. The surrounding countryside is reputedly haunted by the headless ghost of Gwenllian of Deheubarth. Thanks for watching my video. You can click on the playlist or subscribe to my channel to see more. There will be a new video next week. If you want to check out my books, click on the link to my webpage.